That's not bad. That is not bad. Not bad is probably going to be good enough today. Because we're just thankful we're here. We're thankful we've mustered up the energy to do a quick yoga workout. Oh boy. Good afternoon. Who's all hopping on? I need to replace my water cup with my coffee cup. Set this back down. Good afternoon to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is, I think it's Thursday afternoon yoga for beginners. I say that because, well, I think we're all beginners in everything in life. And granted, there's various, we're all on different paths, but we're all learning and hopefully trying to get a little better every day. And I think practicing yoga is a good, I don't know if it's a metaphor, or it's very similar to life in that if you practice a lot, you realize, I doubt anybody considers themselves the perfect yoga practitioner or even an expert. Some might consider themselves an expert, but I really doubt it. And we're all on our journey to learn and get a little better, whether we're practicing yoga or going to our jobs or being parents to our children or teaching a yoga class online, in my case. And I just want to make it clear, I'm not a yoga instructor by any means. I practiced yoga pretty aggressively from when I was 40 till I was 50. Kind of got sidetracked. Was working out a lot over the last year. But about 3 weeks ago, I moved from Naperville, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago, to Yosemite National Park. And this is where I am right now. I am basking in the sun in northern Wyoming. Right outside of Mammoth Hot Springs Hotel. And I just finished a long shift of waiting tables from about 6 in the morning till about 3 o'clock our time. And I worked last night, and I was feeling groggy, feeling tired. Have some plans with some friends tonight. We're going to be going out and visiting a town down the way. And a couple thoughts crossed my mind that I was either going to collapse in my room of exhaustion, or I was going to fight through those feelings and decide to do a quick workout. And I think the neat thing about yoga is the goal isn't to, the goal is whatever you want to make of it. And tonight or today, after working a lot over the last few days, I just thought I could use some stretching, use some meditative benefits, and just some slow movements, if you will. That being said, I also considered cranking out some push-ups and some core workout as well. And since I left work, I've been debating, should I start with my push-ups and my core workout, or should I finish with it? And generally, I'd say I finish with it. But since I want to get it out of the way, I'm going to start with it. And I'm not going to start with anything crazy, and I'd encourage you to start whatever level you're at. If doing 3 push-ups is hard for you, do them from your knees and see if you can do 10. And I'm probably just going to do 20 or 25 push-ups and maybe 25 crunch sit-ups, and then maybe hold a plank for a minute and a half. And then we'll go into a real gentle yoga practice. But I do want to get some strength, and I'd like to maintain some of the strength I built up over the last year. So again, I'm going to start with some push-ups, some sit-ups, hold a plank for a little bit. Join me if you want. Change the channel if you want. Go get a cup of coffee if you want. And this will just take a couple minutes, and I'll get it knocked out. Maybe not even a couple minutes. And again, I'm only planning to do 20, maybe 25 push-ups if I'm feeling frisky. And maybe 25 crunchers, or and hold a plank for a little bit. So I'm just going to start here, pop up on my toes. And again, if push-ups are hard for you, and believe me, they're hard for me. I don't like them. I never did. But I think it's a great workout that works your arms, your chest, and your core. And if you work your arms and your chest and your core, you're probably doing pretty well. So I'm just going to start with some push-ups. Going to start on the grass and see how I feel. Not too bad. 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 20, 2, 3, 4, 21. Again, push-ups have never felt very easy for me. And I was getting pretty strong, doing a lot of bench press back home. And I just did 25 push-ups, and it still honestly kind of hurt a little bit. Now I'm going to do some sit-ups because I think probably the most important thing, probably at any age, is really working the core and having a strong midsection, because that controls so much of the movements that you make every day, and it's so easy to take it for granted. So I'm going to do like 25 or 30 crunchers. Again, join me if you will. Relax if you don't. That felt easier than the push-ups, but still sort of challenging. And I talk about it a lot. I think the tortoise wins the race no matter what you're doing. And I think most people, when they're starting a new habit or a new exercise regimen or a diet or what have you, probably start too extreme, and they go to the gym and they work out for 3 hours and then it hurts. They're sore the next day and they never go back. Doing things once isn't going to really change anything. Change generally happens over time. So I'm usually not too worried about the intensity I'm going. Once I work into a routine, I tend to up the intensity a little bit. Now I'm going to hold a plank, which I don't really find pleasant at all. And I'm going to try and hold it for 90 seconds. And going to get going in about 6 seconds. So bear with me. I don't know if you know what a plank is, but it's kind of resting on your forearms and then popping up your toes in a kind of like you were with the push-ups, and just holding here and breathing. And I'm going to try and do it a minute and a half. I think I will, but it's going to hurt. I'm not going to like it. As best I can, I try and focus on my breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. I think when you're facing hard times in life, we have a tendency to hold our breath. And that's the most important time, to focus on our breathing. I'm just at a minute and I'm hurting. So if you're doing it at home and hurting it as well, you're not alone. Especially hard after sit-ups, just because you've already worked your core. But again, I think it's really important to get a good core workout. It's been a few days since I practiced. In a minute and a half. And I'll tell you what, right now that feels good, because the rest of the practice is just kind of a series of gentle stretching. And I was thinking about saving the push-ups, the sit-ups, and the plank to the end. But then it would have been in the back of my mind as I'm going through my practice. And as best you can when you're going through the positions that are yoga, you want to be focused on your breathing, not dreading what lays ahead. So anyway, I'm going to stand up a little bit, and this is just going to be a series of gentle yoga positions, starting with mountain pose, appropriately named because I'm in the Rockies, just kind of standing straight, shoulders back, chest out a little bit, eyes shut. Still catching my breath from the little workout I just did. And raising the arms up to the sky, bringing them through. Again. Make slightly bigger motions every time. Talked about it before. I like bringing it through into prayer position. Kind of gratitude and spiritual rolled into it. Usually do about 5 of each position. Tell you, I can feel the push-ups in my shoulders and my chest already, and again, my core's admittedly feeling kind of sore. Keep moving though. Bring them up and then bring it down and stretch the hamstrings. Kind of hang here for a minute and roll up. Keep going. Again, it's just a moving meditation. Focusing on your breathing. And feeling the movement of your body. It feels so good. So often in life we get worried about, I don't know, something. If you can get out of your head and get your thoughts on your breathing and your musculature and your bone structure, brings down your stress. It's neat. It kind of wakes up your body as it relaxes your mind, which seems kind of hard to do, but it really does. I was pretty tired when I got done with work, and I'm already feeling a little better. Now we're just going to go into a Warrior One, using the left foot as a base, right foot going straight forward, bringing that leg down. Don't know if you get a good angle, and raising your arms. I hold these positions for about 10 seconds. Shift into a Warrior Two. Same position with your legs, except I tend to go a little deeper. Spreading your right and your left arm out to the horizon. And breathe. Reverse the Warrior, which feels so good. Opening up your side bodies, which is especially important for me. I felt some soreness in my ribs lately. Bring it down to a side angle pose. Turning your chest to the horizon, or if you can, skyward. I'm not that flexible. And again, it's okay to wobble and fall. Get back in the position and breathe. Bring it back up. Straighten the legs. Push your left hips to the left. Tick-tock your body on down. And go into Trikonasana. Opens up your right hamstring, your groin, your chest, your side bodies. Feels really good. I think if you could hold this a few minutes a day, you'd be in pretty darn good shape. Now we'll go to the other side. Again, I'm just going to do a series of simple poses. You can repeat these at home if you'd like. But again, we call it practice, and the more we practice, the better we get. And I haven't gotten to the mat in, 3 or 4 days. So rather than worry about doing it for 45 minutes or something today, I said, hey, let's just get the mat out and go through some poses. That's what we're doing. Again, warrior one. Oh. Warrior two. Go a little deeper. Reverse it. Oh. Oh. Side angle. Oh, the sun is warm today. Feels good. Bring it back up, straighten that left leg. Tick-tock over and Trikonasana. Oh. Bring it down. Kind of wiggle a little bit. I'm in a public place, not too many people around, but I don't know. I think it's good to be silly. Makes you happy. Couple easy side stretches. Using the left arm to grab the right wrist and pull over and look up. Reverse it. Oh. Got a couple back cracks. Just gonna go down because I want to and it feels good. Hang here for a little bit. Ragdoll back up. A little more gratitude. Come down to the ground. And again, this is only going to be, I don't know, 10 or 15 minute workout tops. Do a little twist. But it's still, I'm feeling more awake. Can feel the chest muscles from the push-ups and the core from the sit-ups and the plank. Feel like I got blood to parts of my body that needed it. Gonna do a downward dog, which is a position you open your hands wide on the mat, bend your toes underneath you, and pop your butt up to the sky. Trying your best to get your heels to the ground and your body in a V position if you can. If you can't, that's okay too. Again, we're just practicing. Trying to get a little better. Gonna do a little more core workout. Lift that right leg up. Bring it to your left elbow. Then back up. Across again. Back up. Across. Back up. Cross. And we'll do one more. And if you want a harder practice, you just hold each position a little longer. Move a little slower. I'm getting all I need today. Now get the left leg up. Move it across your body to the right elbow. Back up. Cross your body. Yeah, I can feel it today. And one more. Then get it back up. You hold it for a couple seconds. Take a deep breath and bring it through for pigeon pose, which is folding your left leg under you. Your shin perpendicular to the mat. And then you lower down and you let gravity do the work. It's an easy position, but it's almost a hard position at the same time because it's a fairly intense feeling in your left hip and your left butt. Feels pretty good though. and then just breathe. If you have the time, I'd recommend getting into this position and holding it, for 30 seconds or 45 or even a minute. And gravity will do its magic. And it'll give your hip a good stretch. Going to the right side. Fold the right leg under you. Straighten out that shin. And get perpendicular and release. Feels so good after the last few days walking and standing and waiting tables and running around the restaurant. Something a little different. Again, if you just did that and you didn't practice yoga, you'd probably get really tight in the muscles. This feels good. Woo! Oh. All right. Gonna lower down. Gonna lay in the grass in front of you. And we're just wrapping up again. It's just practice. It's just feeling good. Trying to get a little better every day in every aspect of life. Bring your left leg up and you sweep it over your body. Pointing your left arm along the ground to the left. Honestly, my left arm is up in the air. It's up a few inches because I'm not that flexible. But that's okay. Do it on the other side. Oh, it feels so good. Sun is warm in my face. Oh, it feels so good. Now we're going into happy baby, which is just kind of bringing your legs up over you, grabbing your feet with your hands, and again, kind of pulling down, but kind of letting gravity do the magic. Stretches your groin and your hips as well. And again, this is just a really beginner class because I'm learning and we're always learning. And if you wanted to take your practice to another level, you could easily do more repetitions or hold the positions for longer. It's all good. And remember, a little bit is always better than nothing at all. And more is usually better. But I think it's important just to get to the mat and practice our practice and do our class and enjoy the workout. So I'm going to flip into a Shavasana and then I'm going to say goodbye in a moment. Shavasana is just laying on your back and relaxing and breathing. I'm only going to do it for maybe 15 or 20 seconds because I'm obviously doing a live video. But if you could hold this for 5 minutes and just breathe and focus on your breathing, I think you'd have a better day. All right, now you wiggle your hands, your wrists a little bit. You get the blood going back in the body. Twist your wrists and twist them the other way, and your ankles the same thing. Oh, slowly pull yourself back up. Crisscross applesauce. And give yourself a little pat on the back for practicing on a Thursday afternoon. I think it's important we be kind to ourselves. We appreciate others. We show gratitude to others, but also at the same time, showing gratitude to ourselves. So I want to thank you so much for joining me on this Thursday afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling good. Hope your week's going great. And one more. Arms up to the sky. Bring it down to your chest. Thank you again. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And again, feeling good, loving yourself, forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Namaste.